fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Take a look at the Mavericks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And, you know, right now, the Grizzlies, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides and maintaining their momentum.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is truly a skill game, 1 through 5. One team executive said there is a high threshold on big men right now. The big has to do it all. Another said top bigs must have a diverse skill set. Ball handling, shooting, all of it. Guys, these days, size and athleticism are not enough.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Wing pairing, it's Brooks with Anderson. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Morant in at the 1. And for Portland, Joe Ingles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Winslow. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Hart in at the 2 spot. Now here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Now, here's Hart. Defense is right there. It's Nurkic, top of the key. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson. And the injury troubles for Yusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially, just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting fives in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
The first one falls.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. And so it's Memphis with it. Morant passes to Clark. Back to Morant. Brooks for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Pass to Hart. Here's Winslow. He's covered by Anderson. Winslow kicks to Lillard. Winslow, the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Over Jackson. Nurkic can't hit.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
He had stolen by Ingles. Lillard against Morant. Passes it to Ingles. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
To the inside. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lillard surveying the D. Inside, here's Nurkic. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
For Memphis, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Morant, right side. Chalk up 2 there.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Now, here's Hart. Brooks covering. 3-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Hart finds Winslow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
It's a nice job by Winslow to force some of the issue with his size and draw contact on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Justice Winslow, a very adaptable player in the NBA. One of those guys where coaches will ask him to do a lot of things, and he does a lot of things quite well.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Adams checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so here's Memphis. Brooks, the pass to Clark. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant kicks to Anderson. Clock at 6. Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now Lillard coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. And there's the pass to Nurkic. And here's Winslow. His last outing, he had 18 points. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Anderson against Winslow. Tries it from 19. Portland grabs the miss. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. There's Winslow. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Clark outside. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Morant dishes to Clark. 5 to shoot. Back to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And it's denied.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And that's now 6 points for Brooks.
And not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
3-pointer, Lillard. Headshot off. And it's Memphis the other way, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Here's Lillard. Steven Adams making his last shot. Nurkic can't hit. Morant with it. He has 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Hart. Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Morant outside. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
6 to shoot. Adams, the pass to Morant. Clark for 3. Here's Adams. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Bledsoe passes to Nurkic. Bledsoe kicks to Winslow. Back to Bledsoe. Over in the corner, Lillard. And nothing is falling for him right now. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant outside. Left side Adams. And it's Brooks in the corner. Morant outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 8 points for John Morant.
And how about the assertiveness from Morant, wasting no time firing. Love his approach.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
So for the Trailblazers, Little, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. McLemore has come in for Justice Winslow, and it's Johnson in for Lillard. Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And finished off by Nurkic.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Memphis.
Morant surveying the D. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Trailblazers trail by 9.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Melton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Bain, the shot from the low post is good. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
I'm loving the ping pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
That free throw good from McLemore. And McLemore drops them both. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 9-point game. Morant outside. To the middle. Stolen by Bledsoe. Now here's McLemore. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Bledsoe against Morant. Down low. Here's Tillman over Bledsoe. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Portland. They trail by 9 points. And it's blocked.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Pass to Tillman. It's stolen by Little. To the paint. There's McLemore. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Milton with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Morant missing. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Johnson kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Johnson. Bledsoe outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Good from Morant. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. Bledsoe outside. Got a piece of it. Now Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Morant in the corner. Passes it to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Adams, the pass to Melton. Over Johnson, and another basket for Memphis.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Simons. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The pass to Nurkic. To the wing right side. Over Adams, and Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Jones. And it's 6 points for Steven Adams. Simons surveying the D. Again, the Trailblazers score. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, with the talent around him, Damian Lillard able to play off the ball. He explained how that helps him get open.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, and Damian Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Then McLemore is out there with Little. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here's Nurkic. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jackson finds Melton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 11. There's McLemore. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. McLemore's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Portland. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Jackson. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's McLemore. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading by 9. Down low. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McLemore with the ball.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Here's Tillman. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Tillman's got his second bucket tonight. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
Oof, that's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jones against Nurkic. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Simons, defended by Jones. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. 4 on the clock. He dishes it to Little. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Memphis also making a switch. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for D'Anthony Melton. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. A different look now for Portland. Joe Ingles is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Justice Winslow comes in for McLemore. And Lillard subbed in for Anferny Simons. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark comes in for Tillman. And Brooks subbed in for Bain. Knocked loose. Here's Hart. And the rejection by Jackson.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Anderson that time shooting without any hesitation, slow-mo, getting one off.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ingles finds Lillard. Looking to end the run, and he hits the jump shot. Lillard's got his first basket.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
To the middle, here's Jones. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Trailblazers shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Hart the pass to Little. Over in the corner, Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Lillard against Jones. There's the lob to Jackson. It's stolen by Ingles. To the inside. Winslow kicks to Hart. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Jones, the pass to Jackson. And that one, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Portland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Hart. And the rejection by Jackson. Out left to the wing. Anderson against Winslow. Outside, Jones. And a miss there on the triple. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
It's stolen by Jones. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. And here's Little. Pass to Winslow. And the 3-ball is good. Winslow's got 7 points in the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Brooks. Feeds to Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 13-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And here's Jones after Justice Winslow getting his shot to go from deep. And it's Brooks in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Portland's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Winslow kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Little. Launches a three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
One place we've really gotten used to seeing Josh Hart make an impact is on the glass.
You know what's huge about that, Kevin, is a guard willing to go in and get rebounds just ignites the fast break. I know there are big guys that bust out, but when a guard does it, he gets up to speed and is surveying the floor, and that's where Josh Hart becomes one of those guys that has tremendous value in starting your fast break.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Lillard, the pass to Hart, back to Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Morant's checked in. Brooks with it. 8 points for him. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Nurkic checked in for Little. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul. Nobody near Lillard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Morant against Bledsoe. And Anderson has it in the corner. Clark outside. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
And if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. And here's Bledsoe after Brandon Clark getting his shot to go from deep. 6 on the shot clock. Adams gets a hand on it.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
Brooks gets to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. And Anderson has it in the corner. Lillard against Clark. Shoots over Lillard. Here's Adams. And he can't bank that one in. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Do you think Eric Bledsoe felt that at all at his size, 6'1", the way he's built? I don't think so.
Morant passes to Adams. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Adams. 14 points for John Morant.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
There's Winslow following the basket by John Morant. And Lillard gets it to go.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Morant against Bledsoe. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 7. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
McLemore's checked in for Portland. Memphis also making some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Clark. Bain comes in for Anderson, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
The pass to Tillman. Now Morant. Pass to Tillman. 8 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 9. Now, here's Nurkic. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, no, no. Not today.
Now, here's Morant. Following the missed shot by Nurkic. And Adams kicks to Melton. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing. And for Portland, they're shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Now here's McLemore. T right on him. Bledsoe outside. Off target from outside.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Trailblazers trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Lillard. He's got 10. Off with the layup. And so it's Memphis holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Memphis played?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in the good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Well, don't get me started with the perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Memphis, the guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. Clark is out there with Jackson, and it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And here is Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot clock at 6.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
2 shots. Elbow. 2.
The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Trailblazers trail by 13. Hart with it. Three-pointer, Lillard. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, he's capable of lighting a fuse and putting on a fireworks show. He'll do it in any building. Tonight he's got it going.
Nurkic against Brooks. This is to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Clark, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Clark's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
Now, here's Hart. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Hart. Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound. Nurkic with the steal. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Here's Hart. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Jacks up a 3, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Kicks to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Morant against Lillard. It's Morant with the drive. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Hart. No points in the game yet for him. Now Winslow. Pass to Hart. 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Morant against Lillard. Jackson has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 8. And here's Winslow. Shoots over Morant. Winslow's shot is off.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Brooks outside. There's the pass to Jackson. Over Winslow. And another basket for Memphis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the middle. Here's Nurkic. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. So for the Trailblazers, Johnson, he's checked in for Winslow. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jones checked in for Brooks. Here's Simons. Johnson outside. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Well, the road less traveled. Anthony Simons took a year after high school just training at a basketball academy. No college, not the most glamorous route, but his game has some flash to it.
He's one of those guys, GA, that comes into the game and just is an offensive force. Takes shots off the dribble, can shoot threes, is lightning quick, and gets to the basket. Still very young, still a lot of room for him to grow, but he has shown flashes.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant outside. The kick out to Anderson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. He's got 6.
Oh, so important that Anderson can step up and knock down shots like that.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Nurkic. Clark against Ingles. Pass to Simons. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Morant. He's got 20. Clark dishes to Jones. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. Nurkic, the pass to Simons. No good with the wing jumper. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Jones drives in. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got 9.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Passes to Hart. Down low. Here's Ingles. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Clark. He's got 7. Back to Morant. Jones for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Ingles passes to Simons. And Hart has it in the corner. Johnson outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Adams comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Bain in for Jones. A different look now for Portland. McLemore has come in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Josh Hart. The Grizzlies also making a change. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Brandon Clark. Now here's Bledsoe. He's guarded by Melton. And it's good for 2. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the night.
Efficiency there from Eric Bledsoe. Good at knowing when he should look to score.
Morant outside. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. And Memphis making a change here. Tillman's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Simons. He has 5. It's deflected. Morant with it. And the pass to Bain. Now Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Memphis with it. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Memphis no good. For Portland, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Now here's McLemore. Adams defending from deep. Johnson. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Melton no good. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Trailblazers trail by 6. Morant with the steal.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Here's Simons. He has 5. Right wing. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's Tillman. And they pick up 2. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Bledsoe finds Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Bain. He's got 5. Adams, the pass to Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams, and you know the story, Brent, comes from a family of world-class athletes from New Zealand.
He has carved out an incredible career in the NBA, continues to be one of those guys that teammates love with the spirit he brings to the game, and just comes from a family of incredible athletic prowess.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Bledsoe. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Here's Simons. He has 5. Pass to Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Portland no good that time either.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Now here's Melton. Morant outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Bledsoe. And it's Melton with the rebound. Melton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Adams. Over McLemore. Here's Tillman. Plays it up and banks it in. Tillman's got the lead up to 14 now for Memphis.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They could use a bucket. No good from Bledsoe.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
To the left side wing. Payne for 3. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Yeah, I got to stay in front of Bledsoe. I love seeing when the little guy starts to fly.
Passes it to Bane. Melton with the ball. Here's Bane. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. Morant passes to Bane. Here's Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got 8 points.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Johnson outside. Now the pass to Simons. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Winslow's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons. And Memphis also making a switch. Brooks checked in. Bledsoe finds Ingles. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Bane. He's guarded by Johnson. Brooks outside. Payne for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists in the game. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. We've got Joe Ingles. Bledsoe is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Justice Winslow, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Roam in the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bledsoe kicks to Lillard. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Brooks against Lillard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now here's Brooks. He's tightly guarded. Now here's Morant for three. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Winslow kicks to Ingles. Back to Winslow. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You like the aggressiveness of Winslow, taking it straight at the D and getting whacked.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
He's off on the first. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Good on the second free throw. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Morant outside. Brooks right side. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Hart. Lays it up off the glass. Memphis leading by 16. Morant left side. And it's Clark slamming it down.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
And for Portland, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Hart kicks to Lillard. The feed now to Ingles. It's blocked. Now here's Anderson. To the right side. Clark finds Morant. Deep two from Anderson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Hart the pass to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Ingles against Anderson. He kicks it to Brooks. Pass to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Now here's Adams. Shoots over Nurkic. Adams' shot is off. Lillard outside. Inside, Nurkic, and it's good, 2 points.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Ingles against Clark. And Adams kicks to Clark. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
I don't know if you can have a guy that size be a surprising threat on the pick and roll, but Adams can catch the ball and finish through traffic.
Now here's Lillard. Now the dish to Ingles. Pass to Winslow. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Here's Hart. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Hart bounce pass. Lillard the pass to Winslow. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Brooks against Winslow. Back to Brooks. There's the three. Portland grabs the miss. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Adams. Trailblazers trail by 20. Passes it to Nurkic. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jackson. Bank shot, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Here's Hart. Nurkic. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Lillard against Morant. Jackson down low. Shoots over Nurkic. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Up top, Hart. Lets a floater go.
A terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Back to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Lillard. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now Jackson. Nurkic with the steal. Winslow against Clark. The pass to Ingles. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. On the wing, Brooks. Clark kicks to Morant. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Now Clark, after Justice Winslow missing on that last three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Shoots over Nurkic. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 20. Shoots from 12. Anderson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Lillard against Morant. And that one's good. Lillard.
Well, he can create his own shot. He can spot up off the ball. Lillard can torch your defense any which way.
Morant against Lillard. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Memphis leading by 18. Pass to Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson. That free throw, no good. He's off on the second. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. And that one's good. Morant.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now he's just lighting him up.
Here is Lillard. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Brooks misses.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
An open look for Lillard. Drops one in from the wing. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half.
Zero hesitation out there as he catches that pass. Lillard just fires it.
Anderson outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Now, here's Hart. Over Brooks. That's short off the rim. Memphis leading by 22. To the paint. Stolen away. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got 24 points.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Morant dishes to Anderson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 11 feet away. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout.
a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series. No surprise here, just a big-time performance
for Ja Morant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Jackson with it, now guarded by Winslow. Nurkic against Anderson. Morant outside. Back to Anderson. Brooks outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. That one a little long. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Hart. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Jackson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Jackson.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
McLemore with the ball. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you, coach.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.